It's week 3 of the National Football League, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Packers and the Lions, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that ultimate step and get to the Super Bowl this season.
And oftentimes, that's the most difficult step, right? You go from being a perennial playoff contender. That's great. But now, how many of these teams can now say, okay, not only are we in the playoffs year in and year out, but we are a legitimate Super Bowl contender?
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Strong. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even keel. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now,
right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
if you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll get maybe 4 there. It'll bring up 2nd and long.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Goff to throw. Catch is made by Wright. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the...
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Hunter Renfrow was the intended target that time, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Got his man at the 6. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Throwing, Goff. He's got it at the 3. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. To the pylon, he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one guy. Let the offense unfold. Trust what the play caller and the game plan have established. I think if he can just operate the offense and not feel like it's all on his shoulders to create everything, I think it'll allow him to just take a little bit of a deep breath, let the game come to him, and have a lot more success than he did last week.
Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment?
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Once again, it's Gibbs. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. Now a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's got his tight end downfield. It's right. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his man. That's Hunter Renfrow. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's second and 2. Williams in motion. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line. Here's third and 2. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. To throw is Goff. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
On first down, it's Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. They'll go play action with Love. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Don't need much. It is third and inches. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down. From the gun, it's Love. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On first and 10, here's Love. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. That's Carlton Davis bringing it into that one. Third and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's first and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And this one's not going to help the cause. He is going backwards. Tackled back at the 8. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A second down throw for Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. The defense dialed in. He's going backwards on that one. Taken down back at his own 5. So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Third and long. Goff to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Yeah. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Love to throw it on 1st down. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the right side here, pass is caught, and they're gonna get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Now it is 1st and goal. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's Love. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Packers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Williams now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Goff to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action, Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Now, Goff. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Love. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. On play action, Love.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Open is Kraft. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Love to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Packers.
Here's Love. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Love. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Love to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 4th down, here's Anders Carlson for the Packers field goal try. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the Packers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Lions offense headed back to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Working free downfield. It is Williams.
Holding offense.
That's on the outstanding tackle, Penei Sewell. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete.
Goff's pass, complete to Jahmyr Gibbs. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
Now Gibbs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Here's Goff. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
By Preston Smith.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. There's that man again, another catch. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Now Love. This is taken in by Dobbs.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard.
From the gun, it's Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Packers.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Love to throw. He's got it at the 7. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Now Love. And he'll take it on in. Malik Heath, touchdown Packers. Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers will get out in front 17-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Lions offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And now it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. J.J. McCarthy, a touchdown pass in the victory. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Tony Pollard, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These two teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Here's Nixon on the return. Oh, yeah. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Love. The right side, catch made by Dobbs.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On play action, Love. A throw on the move is caught. They get 18 on that one. First down, Packers.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way.
This one complete right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
At the Lions' 46-yard line.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
9 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Back to throw is Love. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it, gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On first down, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. That is Ferguson in motion. Finding room across midfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. His 11th grab of the game, and a 1st down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off. The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing. Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will extend their third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Renfro brought in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They move Laporta, sending him in motion. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And third down coming up.
And 4 yards to go.
To throw is Love. There's that man again, another catch. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 1st and 10. That is Ferguson in motion. On 1st down, it's Love. Now he'll run it.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
They send the tight end in motion. A 2nd down throw for Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st down, Green Bay.
We'll go play action with Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Running is Jacobs.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Williams in motion. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Here's Goff. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The extra point is up and through. And the Lions are back within 6. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once again. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. 2nd down and 8. That is Ferguson in motion. On 2nd down, Love. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A run here with Gibbs. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Packers have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment defense. Still second down.
Throwing on second down, Goff. As completed is St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On second down, Goff. This one taken in by Renfro. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play coming up. This is third down. From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Goff gives it to Gibbs, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. They hand it to Gibbs, and this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 12.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line.
6 yards. It's fourth down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's taken in. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They face second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. On third down, they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Perhaps he didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Renfro brought in motion. Goff to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Ball start. Offense.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now, Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Throwing, Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Here's the Lions punt team now. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter.
The Packers take over.
The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 13.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Packers set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. On target to Laporta. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Jenkins. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have just a couple here, but there is a marker on the field as well. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. On 4th down, out comes the punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now, a big 3rd down. Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.